Hello! Welcome everyone. It's Friday, December 31st, 2021. It's time for Farm Talk Friday. I'm Ken Jordan. This is my beautiful wife, Giovanna. And we're here at the Green Wave House, ending the year in a wonderful way.
Yes. We're tired. We just woke up from a nap because we are preparing ourselves well for this evening's festivities.
That's right.
We don't know what they are, but...
Yes, that's enough about that.
Yeah. So, what news do you have from the farm this week, Ken?
Well, it was an amazing week. I just want to give it up for our guanabana tree.
Oh, yeah.
Our basically small guanabana tree,
There's hope.
which has like 50 guanabana growing. There's like more weight of guanabanas than there is weight of the rest of the tree. That's what I'm trying to say. It's probably physically impossible, but I think it's true. But on the other hand, we have this breadfruit tree, which is 1,000,000 miles high, gigantic. I went and searched it just the other day. Cannot find a breadfruit on there. And
No.
so we're waiting.
We're waiting. Yeah, it is interesting. We have 2 guanabana trees, and so there's the one that has always produced. The first time it produced this gigantic guanabana. We have a picture of it. And
It was nearly Guinness Book record setting.
yes, it was just off of it by like a fraction of a tenth of a millionth of a pound or something.
I don't know.
Whatever. It was
Yeah.
really big for a very tiny tree, especially. And then it's grown up and it's just prolific. And I'm actually a little concerned about our tree because it just seems impossible that it could be carrying so much fruit. But anyways, it's
But these are the kind of problems you want.
that's right. And we have a good team here, and Jason, who is now helping us, has propped it up twice, this one branch, because one of the branches has so much weight on it. But there probably are like 50 guanabanas on the way. It's incredible. So in chicken news, we, there's Rick. Rick is head rooster, and he's very loud and he does his thing. He always sounds like he's gonna go hoarse. And I've heard Hero make noise before, but I started to hear another rooster making noise just more often. And I'm like, who is that? Because we're still wondering, because we don't know if Poe is boy or girl yet. We're really not sure. So I was really hoping just right now before we turn the camera on that I could get down to the bottom of this mystery, and it has been solved. It's still Hero making that second crow. I'm like, was that Hero? But I could see like the little tail like moving at the same pace as like the second calling. But it is interesting like how different the crows are, it's like here's Rick, and he's like going hoarse, and then Heroes, I don't hear it as often enough. It's just in the last few days where he's been doing it, so I don't have any type of
My favorite sound is the slow talking cock-a-doodle-doo.
like when they're following us for food.
Yeah, and they just go like that.
Yeah. I haven't been attacked by the chickens in the last 2 weeks, so this is progress.
Great news.
Perhaps Rick has figured out who's feeding him.
Yeah.
And I've decided to just be less afraid. And I have like a little walking stick that I bring, not to hit them, but to, just kind of move them aside. But they do this very interesting thing, like when they're following, they'll run up ahead a little bit, but then they'll drop back, and it's not to peck me, but just because they're waiting for me to catch up to them. And but they go side to side, like they do a diagonal thing, and sometimes I feel like I'm gonna trip on them, and so sometimes I do kind of like push them away from me to be like, you guys know where we're going, come on, let's get to it. So anyway, that's like chicken update. Hi, Melissa. And Hope is on the line as
Hey,
well.
Hope.
Hello. Happy almost New Year to the both of you and everyone else that's going to be watching after.
Let's,
Okay, this was very exciting for us. So, we've had these beans for a while now. They have a beautiful flower, and I don't see any flowers today, so I didn't pick one, but this is the bean. And so the thing with beans is that they help provide nitrogen. You know, they give nitrogen back to the soil, and even though they are growing, these ones are growing in our yin yang or like culinary. We have another one that's called our culinary garden, but like our edible food garden. It was like off in the corner, and I thought that maybe we had just put some beans there as like a crop rotation thing, and maybe they were non-edible, because sometimes we do that. We plant things that are non-edible, but they're good for the soil. So I had not ever really paid attention to these, and we kept getting deliveries of the dried ones. I'm like, great, okay, so now I have, they have a beautiful purple flower, like we can just plant them by other plants, and and they'll help heal the soil, and that's a big thing that we're trying to do here. So anyways, finally I asked Adriana, hey, are these edible? She said, I think so. Oh, okay. Do you want to take it from here?
well, so we had a bunch of like somewhat dried beans, and we cooked them. They weren't like fresh beans, like green beans. They weren't like commercially dried beans. They were kind of in between.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
Just like dried on the vine beans.
Dried on the vine.
Which is nice. So they don't take as long to cook. And anyway, the bottom line we're trying to get here is they were delicious. They
Super
were
good.
absolutely amazing, and we can't wait now to harvest and cook some more.
Yeah. And so I think part of the problem is that I think we've tried to eat these fresh before. And so there's this, culturally here, green beans and eggs is like this thing that's made, and I still haven't figured out how to do it. There's a technique to it, and I can't do it. I'm not actually very good at making eggs in any form. But it's almost like, not like a crepe, but it is kind of like an egg wrap around green beans, and it's super good. And so we tried to grow green beans in the past, and like they were just too tough. Like they were not the right kind to eat fresh. So I think I'm like, okay, we're growing these again, whatever. And it's so nice to know that we can eat them in this form. Yay! And I already put up a whole bunch of photos from the week, so you can see our beans that we made from the beans. And then this is like the leaf from the green bean. It actually looks really pretty on the vine. It's already lost a lot of its shakti. It's like life force. But it said it was okay that I brought it in for demonstration. So anyway.
Kimberly St. John, I hope you have a good gig tonight.
Yes. Oh, and Susan Money. Hello.
Susan, hello. Okay, I think that's it.
I know. So if you're joining right now, sorry, that was a short update. We just need to get ready for tonight.
So signing off for 2021. We'll be back next Friday. Right here, somewhere.
Yes, somewhere. Exactly. Might be here.
Feliz año.
Feliz año nuevo 2022. Best year ever.
Okay.
Okay.
Bye-bye.